Okay, welcome. Today we are going to be adding a comment model to our Rails application. I'm going to show you how to add um, comments to another model. First, I'm gonna give you a little showcase on what we're gonna build, because I built this little functionality earlier this day, and I just figured that I wanted to make a video where it goes through how I did it. So, as you can see, this is the wine application I built for a 24-hour challenge, and this is basically what we're gonna be building down here. Please never mind the user interface; it's not the best, but that's not the point of this video. So you are able to create new comments. A new comment, as you can see here, and you're able to edit and delete your own. Let's just go ahead and do that. We can see this is the first comment. If we try to, as you can see back here, this is in the house and in the house email, and it owns this comment. But if we want to try to edit this comment, which is not ours, there's been implemented a cool little feature to help users have their private comments. So let's see here what happens if we change the ID. It will give us this little error message. So that is very cool when you're trying to build any application for that matter. But anyway, enough showcasing. Let's start building the app. So as you can see, I have a very simple scaffold application here. It's a post scaffold application with a title and a content section, and I've added users with device, so you should be able to set that up or use a project that you want to add comments to. So yeah, what we're gonna start off by doing is to create a model for our comments. So let's do that. Each model should have some content, which is gonna be text, and then we want to reference the user and reference the posts. So we can do that by typing post references and user references. Let's create that. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. Check out what we did. Okay, so we created a table called comments with the content and some references. So that seems like what we wanted. We can run rakedb migrate here to migrate the database, and then let's generate a controller. Okay, now we should be good. There we go. So let's start off by doing a create method here, and what we want in here is basically just the functionality of creating a a comment. So first of all, let's create a private method that gets the post ID for us, so that we can see which post we are currently on and which post we want to post a comment to. Yes, so let's call it find post, and in here we're gonna set the post equal to post dot find params of post ID. Maybe a thing we should check out first is in the console. We want to check out the comment model to see if it's set up properly. you can see, we're getting the post ID from here, right? Post ID. Okay. And let's just set the before action. Okay. Yes. That's exactly what we want. Now we can start creating this. We can say comment wine dot comments dot create the params comment, obviously, and we want to permit some content. Then we would like to set the user ID so we can check which comments belongs to which users. We're going to say user ID is equal to the current user dot ID, and we want to save it. Then we want to check if it has saved correctly. If it has, we will redirect to the post path with that specific post, else we will render new. Okay, that should be good for our create. So let's implement that. Let's create a form file. Oops, not HAML. There we go. And let's create a form for the wine, the post, and the post.comments.build. Okay, inside of this form, we would like to have a text area, content, and a submit button. Okay, now we need to add our routes under the post resources. Like that. Underscore before it. So that means that we can render this file into other files like this one, this show page here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now it'll enable us to say do something like this: render comments to get into this comments folder, and our form name, or our file name rather. Let's cross our fingers here. Maybe we should restart the server first. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so undefined method for comments. Oh yes. Let's go ahead and fix that. DB migrate down here. We added a reference to the post and to the user from the comment model, as you can see here. It belongs to a post and it belongs to a user. Then we have to do the same thing onto the post and onto the user. So each post has many comments, and the same thing on the user. Each user has many comments, and when that is set, we should be good to go. Yes, there we are. Okay, so now let's just test this out. A new comment, create. Okay, undefined method for comments. Okay, so let's see what we did here. Close this down. Oh yeah, I wrote wine here instead of post. It's because I'm used to writing wine because I just created something similar to this with wines, you know, in the wine log application I showed you in this at the start of this video. Okay, but now it's working. We just published our comment. We can say another comment here, create it, no problems. Now all we want to do now is to give the user the ability to see these comments. Otherwise, it would be pretty darn useless. So under comments, let's create a new file, and we'll just call it a comment. And in here, we want to show each comment. So let's go ahead and say add comments dot each do comment. Okay, this will grab each comment. But where is this add comments coming from? Well, we haven't defined that just yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so under the show, because we're going to implement this underscore comment into the show, a show page of the post controller and model. So let's create an instance variable called comments, and we're going to set it to get all of the comments with a specific post ID. Okay, so we're gonna say comment, and we're gonna check where the wine ID of that comment is equal to the add post, which we defined down here and set up here what the scaffold did to the add post. And we're gonna order this so that it comes in a descending order, so it will have the newest comments at the top of the page. Okay, now we are able to do something like this. We're gonna be able to write a p tag. We're gonna say comment dot content, and that should basically give us our content. Now, one thing we can do to make this a little bit cleaner is to also add the form in here. So we can say render comments form in here, and then under the show we can just say comments dash comment. I'm definitely gonna make more of these, I think. I don't hope so. But as you can see, it works. We have our comments here. We can try to create another one, a third comment. Voila, there we go. So let's add a bit of functionality to these comments. So first of all, let's just create a small destroy method here. We're basically just gonna create a new private method to find the comment, and because we're gonna use this find comment or the contents inside of the find comment later, we're gonna say add comment is equal to add wine dot comments dot find the params of ID. Okay, and then we're gonna set it up here before action find comment, and we for now let's just set a only to destroy. Okay, now we are pretty much good to go. Now we can say add comment.destroy and redirect to the post path of that post where we just deleted the comment, right? Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and test that. So we're gonna have a link to delete comment, and it's gonna link to the post. I don't really remember the route, so let's go ahead and check that what that is called, just to be on the safe side of things. Post underscore comment. That's right. Comment path, and we want to specify give this argument, and we want to make it a method of delete, and we want to turn on the server. Oh god, I'm making so many mistakes in this video. It's I guess you'll get better with time, but see, there I did it again. We are not gonna supply it with this because this simply just provides us with one argument, and as you can see, it wants two arguments. It says missing required keys and an ID. Basically, it's missing a post ID. It doesn't know which post it is. Therefore, I'm just gonna give it a comment.post for the first ID and then a comment for the second ID. Okay, let's try to refresh that. Okay, now we have these links. We can try to delete this one. Okay, undefined method for comments. Implement the edit and the update method. Okay, the edit, we basically just want to find the comment. Okay, and we also want to do that in the update. Okay, in the update, we want to check if that comment, which we get from down here, if it updates with the correct params, which is the params of the content of the but it's the params of the content, or at least it's the content that we are permitting. If it updates, we want to redirect to the post path of that specific post, where the comment is located, else we just want to render the edit method. Okay, and the update, and it gets the post from down here. And maybe it's pretty good to mention that if I don't put an argument like only or except, it just applies this before action to every method in the controller. Okay, now we can very easily go here, say link to edit comment, and we can simply say edit post comment path and give it two parameters. One is the comment.wine, which gets the specific wine, right? The next one is the comment itself. Okay, if we try to run this, we're gonna get an error. A template is missing error. That is because there's no template for comments. So let's just quickly create that. We can just borrow some here. Oopsie. And instead of having these where we are building the comments, we simply want the post and the comment as arguments. Something like that. Okay? And that should really be it. Let's refresh and create a comment. Create. Okay. It did not like that. Let's go ahead and see if there's something wrong here, which there obviously is. Edit post comment path comment. I did it again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my god, this must be so annoying to watch. A comment. We can edit it. No, we cannot, because I made a little typo. Oopsie. There we go. And we can update it. Comment version 2. It works. Okay. Now under the comment we can also create a p tag with a bold tag inside of it, and we want to say the comment dot user dot email. Okay, we can see it has an email, but let's try to create a new user and you will see a huge problem here. Let's just go with this and a password, which will be password. Okay, as you may still be able to see, I am able to edit and delete other people's comments, like this one right here. I'm able to edit and delete it. So let's remove that. We can do something like this. If the current user is equal to the comment dot user, then we want them to see these links. If not, they won't be able to see it. Okay, there we go. But what if somehow another user got the link, and I remember that this specific comments link is under the post 3 comments, and it's number 7. Let's go ahead and call the edit on that. You can see I'm still able to edit another user's comment. Look at this, and it updates. Phew, that's not really a great way to put an app online where you want the user to say their opinion when other people can just change what they're saying essentially. But there's a little workaround. We can do something like this. We can create a little method called comment owner or something like that, and we can say unless the current user unless the current user's ID is equal to the comment.user ID. So basically what we're saying is that if the only way through to be able to fulfill the comment owner is to have a user ID of the comments user ID, if that makes any sense. So you're only able to edit this or destroy a comment if you are the owner of it. And yeah, we want to put this find comment, and we want to add it to the comment owner, and we want to run this as a before action as well. Comment owner only on the destroy, edit, and update. Okay, now we just want to write some functionality in here. We can say flash notice to give the user a little flash notice message, and we can say you shall not pass, and then redirect to the specific wine. Okay. Oh, god damn it, I did it again. And then we can try to see how this would work. So let's try to refresh here, and let's do the same. Comments, boom, you shall not pass. And I can do that with the 8 as well. Okay, maybe there's not an 8. Oh yes, 6, sorry. Okay, you shall not pass, but if we try to sign into the example one that we was with before and go in here, we can easily edit and delete these comments, whatever we like. Okay, so I was about to publish the video while it all of a sudden popped into my mind that I forgot two very important things. So let's just fix that now. Inside of this comment file, I want to add a little line of code that counts the comments for us. So let's do that. Let's call a function called pluralize that will pluralize the word that we will put inside of the function of it, depending on how many comments there are. So you will see that we're gonna grab the comments which we get from the post controller right here, and we're gonna say comments.count to count all of the comments on a specific post, and as a word we will use the word comment. That will show how many comments there are. Just to make it a bit more clear, we can say this post has, and then pluralize, and then comments. Okay, so if we try to create a new post, and when we add, you can see it has 0 comments, and the comments is pluralized. Then we can add 1 comment, and then it's not pluralized, and we can add another one, and it's very dynamic. You can do this with pretty much any word. We can also add reply here, and then it does it with replies. Okay, The other thing was to create some functionality so that when a post is deleted, the comment that is associated with that post will be deleted as well. And the same thing goes for the user. When a user is deleted, we want the comments to be deleted as well, so that it won't take up space in our database. So in here, under the post model, we can add this little piece. We can say dependent destroy. This means that when a post is destroyed, all of its comments will be destroyed as well. And we can just copy this over to the user, and voila. Now we can try to go into the Rails console so we can see how many comments there are in our database. We can say comment.count. We can see there's one comment, which is this one. Now if we try to delete the post, so let's go ahead and do that. This is the post with the comment. Then let's delete it. Okay, it was destroyed. Now we can try to call comment.count again, and as you can see, it has been destroyed since the post was destroyed. Okay, that was everything. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. But other than that, have a nice day.